Back for more Bay Sunday now. They've been around for more than a century protecting the air we breathe, and their name says it all. Breathe California. Advocates fighting lung disease and clean air to ensure long and healthy lives. It's a grassroots group that hopes to enact change and educate through their programs, and we're delighted to have their Vice President, Tanya Stevenson, with us this morning. How are you?
Good, thank you very much.
We chatted a little bit, but tell us how this all got started years ago and what you're doing now.
Yeah, in 1908, which was 106 years ago, we took off because there was a tuberculosis crisis. People in their 20s and 30s were dying at the prime of their life, and we didn't have anything, we had no way to solve the problem. So we recognized that there was an issue. We started working on advocacy, looking at research, and really focusing on education. And we were able to control that epidemic for a very long time. So the first 50 years were really spent focused on tuberculosis.
And now, lung cancer for starters. Lung disease, second cause of death in the United States.
It is a second cause of death, absolutely. And so we are fighting on multiple fronts. Tobacco, we're looking at asthma, we're looking at advocacy at every level. So we advocate at the local level, at the regional level, and at the state level. And we've been very successful. We really want clean air for everybody. We don't want people to struggle. We don't think you should struggle, and it shouldn't be a risk to breathe.
Talk about some of the statistics linked to smoking. I throw this one out. I got off your webpage, but more die from smoking than AIDS, breast cancer, drug overdoses, homicide, motor vehicle accidents, or suicide, all combined.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Pretty
people
remarkable.
Who have been smoking for a really long time. And 87% of people who have lung cancer, it's a direct result of smoking. So we're working on smoking cessation to ensure that people, if they want to quit, they can quit. And we're providing toolkits for them. So we work with youth as well, because if 36,000 new kids are going to pick up a cigarette in California this year, we want to make sure that they have the information they know. They know what the consequences are, and they can make an informed decision.
Is that part of your Ash Kicker program?
Ash Kickers is our adult smoking cessation course. So we work with people at any level where if you are just contemplating, you're really thinking about quitting smoking, but you don't know if you're quite there yet, but you want to. We know that 80% of adults want to quit smoking. Right. But, you know, it's really hard. That addiction is very serious.
I got a family member that had throat cancer and 30 years later still smoking a pack a day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an addiction. It really is.
It is.
And how do you provide the programs? How do these young teens get educated, and how do adults link into your programs?
So we have partnerships with school districts and individual schools. So with those partnerships, we go into the classrooms, we provide workshops, we provide support groups. For adults, you can contact us, go to our website. People refer to us all the time, different nonprofit organizations, departments of health, practitioners and providers all over the Bay Area are sending folks to us.
And you also do work with the legislation to affect what's being done up in Sacramento as well.
Absolutely, at both the regional and the state level. So we are working to make sure that there are greater regulations for toxic air emissions. If you've exceeded those toxic emissions, then you should be penalized. And so we're working with the legislature on that. We've worked with San Francisco to support the safe smoke-free streets and events. So if you're going to an event in San Francisco and no one's smoking around you, it's largely because we've been supporting that effort and we were a part of that.
I'll applaud you for that, because I grew up with a mom and dad and a brother that smoked, and the windows in the cars got to work out. It's like, please, that kind of thing.
Yeah, in Daly City, we were really fortunate to work really hard, and we supported an ordinance that was recently passed for multi-unit smoke-free housing. Wow. Yeah.
So you're busy.
We're very busy.
You're busy, and I know you've got some award winners here in the Bay Area just recently. Let's take a picture of this and take a look and tell us, who are these folks?
These are leaders from all over the Bay Area that are focused on helping us to solve the climate change issues and improve our air quality. So this was our 24th annual Clean Air Awards. And so next year is our big year, 25 years. And we've been really successful in partnering with a lot of these folks, and they've been successful in partnering with each other as a result. So they're making a huge impact, and we want to recognize that.
Very good. Well, Tanya, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best.
Thanks.
If you'd like more information about Breathe California, log on to ggbreathe.com. That's ggbreathe.com. Back More Bay Sunday right after the break. Stay right there.